Good morning, everyone. I'm David Paul. I'm the Managing Director of VectorVest in the UK. And in these slots over the last few months, I've spoken about our most conservative VectorVest trading plan that we refer to as worry-free investing. There's quite a few videos on that. But today I would like to speak about some shorter term trading. VectorVest is a huge toolbox full of tools. We can pretty much use it in whichever way you desire. So this morning I want to talk about swing trading of S&P 500 stocks for quick and consistent gains. And the mantra is that we believe in buying rising stocks that possess strong growth fundamentals in a rising market for swing trading gains. And the founder of Bartolito, he says a really good one-liner: being on the wrong side of markets is the worst thing that can happen to an investor. It doesn't have to happen to you. So we both agree that probably 70 to 80% of the exercise, certainly in short-term swing trading, is being in sync with the trend of the overall market. And that's what VectorVest does really, really well. Now, that's the American market, folks. It's a equally weighted index of all of the shares that we follow on the US markets, about 8,500 shares. The red and the green triangles are our proprietary market timing methodology. It's called the DEW, and I'll spare you the acronym, but it's a medium-term market timing system that I find very useful for short-term trading in the stock market. The last buy signal, I think you can probably see it at the bottom of the chart, that green triangle happened on the 6th of April. And that's where we should have initiated some swing trades long of the market. And clearly you can see the red triangle away back in February, which in fact would have been a great time to have initiated some swing trades short of the market. However, all is not that great in the garden, because the green line study underneath the price of the VectorVest composite is a proprietary measure of market breadth, which is called the buy-sell ratio. And as you can see, although the markets have been rising over the last couple of weeks, the buy-sell ratio has not moved at all. And that means that we've got a market that's easing up on very limited breadth, and that's always a worry. As we go into the trading day today, the short-term trend of the American market is up. The longer-term trend is down. However, the strength of the short-term trend is weak, and we advise caution in buying stocks today. So not a great day to be long of the market. Okay. So from that run-up that we had on April the 6th, what shares would we have bought? Well, to do that, on VectorVest, we have a screening tool called Unisearch. And Unisearch can pretty much look for any combination of a stock's fundamentals and technical picture that suit your objectives. It's really, really easy to use. Even I can use it. And what I've done is that I put together a very, very simple search which uses the comfort index. Now, if there's a secret weapon on VectorVest, it's a comfort index. The comfort index is a measure of the long-term trend of a share. And it looks at the trend of the share over the last 3 years. It looks at the volatility of the share price, and it looks at the fundamentals. And ladies and gentlemen listening, if the trend is strong and getting stronger with little price volatility, and the fundamentals of the company are improving, surely that should offer you some comfort. And the comfort index automatically finds shares that are trending strongly with little volatility. And as I said, the fundamentals are improving. On a scale between 0 and 2, above 1 is fair, above 1.3, this is a share that's trending strongly. So we have a method of finding the top trending shares on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, I put together a very simple search. Now, we have dozens of searches on VectorVest that you can optimize to your own objectives, but this is a very simple search. It's looking for shares in the S&P 500 index, and that's because those can be readily spread betted in the UK, and secondly, the liquidity is huge. I'm looking for shares with a comfort index of greater than 1.2. And very importantly, I'm sorting those shares by a combination of CI, which measures the long-term trend, and earnings growth rate. And that finds those shares with the best combination of trend and strong earnings growth, which are very important, in my humble opinion, to short-term momentum traders. And I've run that search when we got the DEW signal to buy the market on the 6th of April. And those are the shares that it came up with. And out of those shares, I've in fact taken some positions. This was the top rated share by that mixture of long-term trend and earnings growth rate, AMD. Superimposed are the DEW signals from the overall market. Now, these signals have got nothing to do with AMD, apart from the fact that AMD is one of the 8,500 shares that make up the VectorVest composite. But as you can see, there was some great trades here. There was a buy way back there. There was a sell. Lasted a day or two, there was a buy. There was a sell. And this last buy signal came in on the 6th of April. And pretty much the same day, the market broke above that last old high, and it's still going. And that was a very nice swing trade over 3 to 5 days. I'm in the trade myself. My stop is at entry, and I hopefully, with any luck, can't lose any money in that position. If the DEW should turn down, then I would certainly exit that position. VectorVest calculates a trailing stop loss. If that market were to fall below that trailing stop loss, I would also exit that position. Many people scale out of positions, and if you could have easily scaled out of half, got your stop to entry, and allowed the second half to run. Another share that I've taken a position in based on the mixture of market timing, a share that's trending strongly with strong earnings growth is Newmont Mining. And the last buy signal occurred again on the 6th of April. And it was the market broke up above a previous swing high, and there was a really nice little swing trade long on that. At the minute, the share is moving sideways in a flag pattern. Looks to me as if it wants to go again, and clearly a gold stock. And Microsoft. Again, some great signals where it follows the overall market. Microsoft has got a very high comfort index. Its earnings growth is strong, and the DEW printed a buy signal again on the 6th of April, and again it broke up through an old high, and that's been a particularly good swing trade. I think, folks, that the overall market, I don't like the overall market. It's moved north on virtually no breadth, and yesterday it closed down. This morning it's already traded down a little bit, so I think that we have to worry that there's going to be a test of the lows of Monday 3-4 weeks ago. But nevertheless, those positions, all of them, stop losses are at entry, and I can't lose any money in those positions. What I've just described is a very simple swing trading methodology that puts together the strength of the overall market. It puts together a share that's in the throes of a strong long-term trend, and also producing strong earnings growth. When you can tick those three boxes, then the probability of success goes up. Clearly at VectorVest, we have many short searches as well, so you could have made some money shorting stocks, but I don't think we would want to short stocks with a high CI. We would want to short stocks with a low CI, and we've got certainly searches in our toolbox that will do that for us automatically. So I've done quite a few videos on our long-term worry-free methodology. This is a very short introduction into swing trading with VectorVest for those people that are emotionally prepared to handle the cut and thrust of short-term trading. If you want a trial of VectorVest, folks, of both the UK and the USA, a 30-day trial, just go to vectorvest.co.uk and just click on trial, and that trial for 30 days costs £5.95. The £5.95 is fully guaranteed. If you don't think it's the best fiver you've ever spent, then I will send it back to you immediately. Have a great trading day. Just remember, we advise caution today in buying stocks. Thanks very much.